I always said love meant loyalty, honesty, and staying even when things were hard. Emily used to smile when I said that. "You're old-fashioned," she'd tease. "That's why I trust you," I'd answer, and she'd squeeze my hand. Like forever was a promise, not a risk. That morning felt normal. Too normal. "You're quiet," Emily said while tying her shoes. "Just tired," I said. "Long week." She kissed my cheek. "I'll call you later." "I'll wait," I said, meaning it. I went back upstairs because I'd forgotten my jacket. Her phone was on the counter. It lit up. I didn't mean to look. I swear I didn't. Her voice came from the balcony, low and careful. "I can't talk long," she said. I froze by the door. A man laughed through the speaker. "You always say that." She sighed. "Daniel, please." That name hit me like a shove. My chest tightened. "He's right inside," she whispered. "I know," he said. "That's what makes this exciting." I should have walked out. I should have spoken. Instead, I stayed silent, holding my breath like quiet could save me. "I told you I'd end it," Emily said. "You said that last week," Daniel replied. "Be patient," she said. "I just need time." "How much?" he asked. "Not much," she said, lying easily. My hands shook. I stared at the wall like it might tell me this wasn't real. She laughed softly. That laugh was mine once. "I have to go," she said. "He's probably wondering where I am." Daniel chuckled. "Poor guy." She didn't defend me. She just said, "I know." When she came back inside, she smiled. "Everything okay?" she asked. I nodded. "Yeah," I said. The word tasted wrong. "You sure?" she asked. "You look pale." "Didn't sleep well," I said. She touched my arm. "You worry too much." We sat together on the couch. Her leg pressed against mine. "What are you thinking?" she asked. "Us," I said. "Always us." She rested her head on my shoulder. "Good," she said. "I like that." Inside, something cracked. I wanted to scream, to ask why, to say his name out loud and watch her face fall. Instead, I smiled. I nodded. I played the role she needed me to play: safety, stability, the fool who believed in forever. That night she fell asleep beside me. Her breathing was calm. Mine wasn't. I stared at the ceiling and replayed every word. Daniel. Time. Not much. I realized love hadn't left suddenly. It had been packing quietly while I wasn't looking. I didn't lose her that day. I lost the future I thought we shared. And the worst part was knowing it was already over, even though I was the only one still pretending it wasn't. I kept telling myself silence was strength, that waiting would somehow protect me. "You okay?" Emily asked again. Softer now. "I'm fine," I said too quickly. "You sure you're not mad?" she asked. "Why would I be?" I asked back. She shrugged. "Just checking." I laughed because laughing was easier than breaking. My mind kept arguing with my heart. Maybe I heard wrong. Maybe Daniel was a joke. Maybe love didn't end like this. She talked about dinner, about plans, about next month. I answered all of it, calm and careful. Each word felt like borrowing time I couldn't afford. When she finally stood up and said, "I love you," I said it back. The lie hurt more than the truth ever could. I watched her walk away and felt something heavy settle inside my chest. I didn't know how or when, but I knew this moment would haunt me. The version of me who trusted completely was already fading. I stayed quiet, but inside I understood something I couldn't say yet. The story I was living had already changed, and I was standing in the last scene without realizing the ending had begun. I felt time slow around me, like the world was giving me one last warning I was too scared to hear. I chose ignorance in that silence, not knowing it would be the choice that broke me completely forever in ways I could not imagine. I told myself I heard it wrong. You look distracted, Emily said while pouring coffee. I'm fine, I replied. You sure? She asked. You've been quiet since yesterday. Just tired, I said again. She smiled like that answer satisfied her. Later that day, I asked carefully, Who were you talking to on the balcony? She didn't pause. My cousin, she said. About work stuff. I nodded. Sounded serious, I said. She laughed softly. You imagine things when you're stressed. I wanted to argue, I didn't. Yeah, I said. Maybe I do. That night I met Mark. You look awful, he said. Thanks, I replied. I mean it, he said. Something's wrong. Nothing is wrong, I said too fast. He leaned back. You only say that when something is very wrong. I stayed quiet. Did she do something? He asked. No, I said. I think I'm just paranoid. He frowned. You're not the paranoid type. I told him part of it. Not the name, not the laugh. I heard a call, I said. But it's probably nothing. Mark shook his head. You don't say probably unless it bothers you. I don't want to lose her, I said. Then don't lose yourself, he replied. I smiled like that was a joke. Emily started coming home late. Work's crazy, she said. Daniel's project needs extra hours. The name slid out smoothly. My stomach tightened. Daniel? I asked. Yeah, she said. You've met him. Once, I said. She checked her phone. I told you about this, she said. You forget things. I apologized even though I wasn't wrong. Her replies changed, short, careful. I'll call you later became busy. Miss you became nothing. I stared at my phone more than I slept. You don't trust me, she said one night. I do, I replied. Then stop looking at me like that, she said. Like what? I asked. Like I'm guilty, she said. I never said that, I replied. She sighed. You don't have to. Mark called again. Talk to her, he said. Really talk. I did, I said. She explained. And you believed her? He asked. I hesitated. I want to, I said. That's not the same, he replied. I snapped. You don't know her like I do. He went quiet. That's what scares me, he said. I watched Emily more closely. She noticed. Why are you acting like this? She asked. Like what? I said. Like I'm about to disappear, she replied. I'm scared, I admitted. She softened. Of what? She asked. Losing you, I said. She hugged me. You won't, she said. Her voice was steady. My heart wasn't. I kept choosing her words over my instincts. Each lie felt gentle. Each truth felt sharp. I told myself love meant trust, even when trust hurt. I told myself doubt was weakness. When my mind whispered warnings, I drowned them with hope. That night, Mark sent one message. If you ignore the truth long enough, it stops knocking. I didn't reply. Emily kissed me and said, Everything's okay. I said it back. I chose love over truth, believing it would save me. I didn't know I was walking deeper into the lie that would take everything from me. I wasn't supposed to be there. Why are you here? Emily asked when she saw me. Her voice cracked before her face did. I looked past her. Daniel stood up slowly. This isn't what it looks like, he said. I nodded. That's usually how truth starts, I replied. Emily stepped closer. Please don't do this, she said. Don't do what? I asked. Look at me like that. Like what? I said. Like you finally see me, she whispered. Daniel cleared his throat. Man, let's talk, he said. We are talking, I replied. I'm just not listening anymore. I took in the room. Her jacket on his chair, 2 cups on the table, silence thick enough to choke on. How long? I asked. Emily opened her mouth, then closed it. Daniel answered instead. It wasn't planned, he said. I laughed quietly. Neither was my life falling apart. I didn't mean for you to find out like this, Emily said. How did you want me to find out? I asked. From you? She cried then. I was going to tell you. When? I asked. After what? She looked down. That was answer enough. Daniel said my name like it still mattered. You helped me, he said. You introduced me. I owe you. I looked at him. You owed me honesty, I said. Instead, you took what I trusted. He swallowed. I fell for her. So did I replied. Emily reached for my arm. I stepped back. Don't, I said. I can explain, she said. You already did, I replied. Every lie, every late night, every cold message. She shook her head. I never wanted to hurt you. That's the worst part, I said. You did it anyway. No one spoke. I felt something tear inside me, quiet but final. Say something, Emily begged. Yell, she said, please. I shook my head. If I start, I said, I won't stop. Daniel stared at the floor. I'm sorry, he said. I know, I replied. That doesn't fix anything. I turned to leave. Emily followed. Where will you go? She asked. Somewhere I'm not a lie, I said. Can we talk later? She asked. I paused. We've talked enough, I said. I believed you every time you lied. Outside, the air felt heavy. I walked without direction. My phone buzzed. Mark. I didn't answer. A woman stood near the entrance watching me quietly. Our eyes met for a second. She looked away. Later, I'd learn her name was Sarah. I sat on a bench and stared at nothing. It hurts, I said to no one. The words felt small. Betrayal didn't scream. It settled. It rearranged everything. I replayed every memory, questioning what was real. Was any of it true? I whispered. My phone buzzed again. Emily. I turned it off. I realized something then. Losing her wasn't the deepest wound. Losing who I was with her hurt more. Trust hadn't just broken, it had erased the version of me who believed without fear. I stood up slowly. Each step felt unfamiliar. I wasn't angry. I wasn't calm. I was empty, and in that emptiness I understood something I couldn't undo. The truth didn't just end my relationship, it rewrote me. I walked away, knowing nothing would ever feel the same again. I stopped caring about mornings. You missed another deadline, my boss said. I know, I replied. This isn't like you, he said. I'm not like me, I answered. He stared. Fix it, he said, or leave. I nodded because nodding was easier than explaining. I talked to myself on the walk home. Get it together, I muttered. You're fine. The lie sounded weak. At night I argued with silence. You trusted too much, I said. You ignored signs. No one answered. That felt right. Mark showed up uninvited. You look worse, he said. I'm surviving, I replied. Barely, he said. Come out, he added. Talk to someone. I am talking, I said, to you. He sighed. You're hiding. I'm healing, I snapped. By disappearing? He asked. By breathing, I said. He leaned closer. You can't keep blaming yourself. Watch me, I said. She chose this. And you chose to ignore it, he replied. That hit harder than I expected. Leave, I said quietly. Not yet, he said. You need help. I need space, I replied. He stood. Call me, he said. When? I asked. When you stop lying to yourself, he said, then left. Days blurred, emails piled up, food lost taste. You're wasting away, I told my reflection. At least I'm honest, it answered back. I laughed once, sharp and empty. You sound crazy, I said. You feel broken, the mirror replied. I sat at the same cafe every afternoon. One day a woman across from me spoke. "You always stare at the cup," she said. I looked up. "It listens," I replied. She nodded. "I do that with walls." "Why?" I asked. "Because they don't judge," she said. "Neither do cups," I said. We sat quietly. "I'm Sarah," she said. "I know," I replied. She smiled slightly. "You don't," she said. "But that's okay." I waited. She didn't rush. "You look like someone who fell hard," she said. "I stayed down," I replied. "Why?" she asked. "Because getting up feels worse," I said. She didn't comfort me. She didn't advise me. "You're not innocent," she said calmly. "I know," I replied. "You ignored your fear," she said. "I did," I admitted. "That doesn't make you weak," she said. "It makes you human." I swallowed. "Humans heal," she added. "Eventually." That night I called Mark. "I pushed you away," I said. "I know," he replied. "I was wrong," I said. He paused. "So what now?" he asked. I exhaled. "Now I stop pretending this is living," I said. The words scared me, but they also felt like air. I wasn't fixed. I wasn't strong. But for the first time since everything fell apart, I knew one thing for sure. I couldn't stay broken forever. I sat with that thought longer. "You hate yourself," I said. "I'm disappointed," I corrected. I listed my failures out loud. I avoided questions. I pretended strength meant silence. The room listened. "You stayed because you were scared," I said. "Yes," I answered myself, "and because you loved her." That truth burned. "Love shouldn't erase you," I said. "No," I replied. My phone buzzed. I ignored it. "Not yet," I said. I stood and looked around my small apartment. "This is still mine," I said. The words felt strange. I breathed slowly. "One step," I told myself. "Just one." The silence didn't argue. For the first time, it agreed. I knew pain wouldn't vanish. "It's not supposed to," I said. "You carry it. Then you move." I imagined tomorrow. "Wake up," I said. "Show up." The idea scared me. "Good," I answered. "Fear means you're alive." I sat down, exhausted but awake. "This isn't the end," I told myself. "It's the bottom." Saying it didn't fix me, but it gave me something better than comfort. It gave me direction. I nodded once, accepting the weight, knowing survival started here, not anywhere else at last now. I didn't wake up feeling strong. I woke up tired of feeling weak. "Get up," I told myself, "or stay like this." I stood without answering. That was the first choice. Mark noticed it first. "You sound different," he said on the phone. "I'm quieter," I replied. "That's not the same," he said. "It is for me," I answered. He laughed lightly. "You finally stopped explaining yourself." "I finally got bored of hearing excuses," I said. "I changed my routine without telling anyone. Earlier mornings, longer walks, fewer messages." When my phone buzzed, I let it buzz. Emily's name appeared one night. I stared at it. "Say something," I whispered to myself. I didn't. The silence felt heavy, then clean. At work, my boss watched me closely. "You're focused again," he said. "I never stopped caring," I replied. "I just stopped bleeding here." He nodded. "Good," he said. "Results matter." "I know," I said. For once I meant it. I met Mr. Harris through Mark. "He listens more than he talks," Mark said. "That's rare," I replied. Mr. Harris shook my hand. "You look angry," he said calmly. "I am," I replied. "At them?" he asked. "At myself," I said. He smiled slightly. "That's the right place to start." We talked without drama. "You want revenge?" he asked. "Sometimes," I admitted. "Then don't chase it," he said. "Why not?" I asked. "Because chasing keeps you behind," he replied. "Build something instead." What if they win? I asked. He leaned forward. Winning loudly is often losing later. Emily texted again. Can we talk? She wrote. I showed it to Mr. Harris. What do you want? He asked. Peace, I said. Then don't reopen wars, he replied. I put the phone face down. That felt cruel, I said. No, he corrected. That felt unfamiliar. Daniel's name started appearing in conversations. Did you hear? Someone asked at work. About what? I replied. His deal fell apart, they said. Really? I asked. Yeah, they said. Bad timing. I felt nothing. That scared me more than anger. Mark asked, Aren't you happy? No, I said. I'm calm. That's worse, he joked. That's better, I replied. I stopped checking updates. I stopped imagining apologies. You're cold, Mark said once. I'm clear, I answered. Mr. Harris challenged me again. Stop calling yourself betrayed, he said. What should I call it? I asked. A lesson, he replied. That sounds soft, I said. It sounds finished, he corrected. I thought about that all night. Emily tried one last time. I miss you, she said in a voice message. I listened once. I miss who I was, I said aloud. I deleted it. My hands shook, but my chest didn't. I didn't announce my growth. I didn't post it. I lived it quietly, fewer words, sharper boundaries. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't apologize anymore. You're learning, I said. That felt enough. I realized something important. Power didn't return with noise. It returned when I stopped needing answers. I didn't forgive yet, I didn't forget. I simply stepped forward. Revenge needed attention. Growth needed discipline. I chose discipline. That choice didn't fix everything. It changed direction. I wasn't chasing karma. I was building distance. And in that distance, something shifted. For the first time since everything broke, my life felt like mine again. I didn't expect to see her. Hey, Emily said, stopping in front of me. Her voice sounded careful, like she was stepping on glass. Hi, I replied. One word. Enough distance. She smiled nervously. You look different. So do you, I said. It wasn't a compliment. We stood there, strangers wearing familiar faces. Can we talk? She asked. We are, I replied. She nodded slowly. I meant really talk. That's the problem, I said. We already did that. She crossed her arms. You don't even ask how I am. I don't need to, I said. I can see it. Her eyes flickered. You think you know everything now? She asked. No, I said. I just stopped guessing. There was a pause. I heard about Daniel, she said quietly. Did you? I replied. Yes, she said. Things aren't going well for him. I'm sure, I said. She watched my face. You don't care, she said. I care less, I corrected. Emily stepped closer. I never meant to hurt you, she said. You already said that, I replied. It's still true, she insisted. So is the damage, I said. She swallowed. I was confused, she said. I was lonely. So was I replied. I just didn't cheat. Her eyes filled. You've changed, she said. I had to, I replied. You became cold, she said. I became clear, I answered. She shook her head. I miss us, she said. I miss who I was, I replied. She tried again. If you'd let me explain— No, I said gently. She froze. Why not? She asked. Because explanations are for people who still hope, I replied. I don't. That hurt her more than anger would have. She laughed softly, broken. You used to fight for us, she said. I used to fight myself, I replied. I won't do that again. She looked away. So this is it? She asked. This was it a long time ago, I said. People passed by us, unaware. You don't even look at me the same, she said. I see you more clearly, I replied. And? She asked. And clarity doesn't beg, I said. She whispered my name. I didn't answer. I thought time would soften you, she said. Time taught me, I replied. Taught you what? She asked. That love without respect is just habit, I said. Emily's voice trembled. Do you hate me? No, I said honestly. That would mean you still control something. She wiped her eyes. I lost you, she said. You let me go, I replied. She nodded slowly, like the truth finally landed. You're not coming back, she said. I already left, I replied. There was nothing left to say. I stepped around her. She didn't stop me. Take care, she said softly. I paused. You too, I replied. It sounded final because it was. As I walked away, I didn't feel relief or anger. I felt light. Behind me, Emily stood still, watching the version of me she could no longer reach. She finally understood what I had learned earlier. She didn't lose me today. She lost me the moment she chose someone else and believed I would stay the same. I didn't hear about Daniel from gossip. Did you see the report? Mark asked. What report? I replied. His contract collapsed, he said. Internal mess. That happens, I said. Mark studied me. That's all? That's all, I replied. Weeks passed. Daniel's name kept surfacing. He's not answering calls, someone said. His partners pulled out, another added. I listened without leaning in. You're quiet, Mark said. I'm present, I answered. You're not enjoying this? He asked. No, I said. I'm understanding it. Emily reached out again. I feel everything falling apart, she said on voicemail. I don't know who to talk to. I didn't respond. Sarah noticed my pause. You don't have to carry her weight, she said. I know, I replied. Then why do you look tired? She asked. Because silence still echoes, I said. Sarah and I sat across from each other. You don't ask much, she said. I don't want to project, I replied. She smiled. You're healing, she said. How can you tell? I asked. You don't bleed when you speak, she replied. I considered that. I remember everything, I said. Healing doesn't erase memory, she said. It just changes how it feels. Mark tried to provoke me. You could have ruined him, he said. I didn't need to, I replied. So that's it? He asked. You just watch? I live, I said. That's the point. Emily confronted me one afternoon. You seem fine, she said. I am, I replied. After everything? She asked. Because of everything, I answered. She looked smaller. Daniel lost almost everything, she said. I heard, I replied. Don't you feel something? She asked. I feel finished, I said. She frowned. That sounds cold. It sounds complete, I replied. I never wanted this, she said. Choices don't ask permission, I replied. She shook her head. You're different, she said. I survived, I answered. There's a difference. Later, Sarah asked, Do you still hurt? Sometimes, I said. What do you do then? She asked. I don't chase the pain, I replied. I let it pass. She nodded. That's strength, she said. It feels quiet, I replied. It always is, she said. Daniel disappeared from conversation. No drama, no apology tour, just absence. That's karma? Mark asked. No, I said. That's consequence. Same thing, he said. Not really, I replied. Karma doesn't rush. I realized something while walking home. I wasn't waiting for their regret anymore. You're free, I told myself. The word didn't scare me. It settled. Healing wasn't about winning. It was about no longer flinching. Sarah said one last thing that stayed with me. You didn't harden, she said. You clarified. I smiled. I like that, I replied. You should, she said. I watched the city move. You okay? Mark asked beside me. Yeah, I said. Better than okay. He raised an eyebrow. Explain. I stopped bleeding, I replied. That was the truth. Daniel's fall wasn't loud. Emily's regret wasn't enough. None of it defined me anymore. I carried the lessons without the weight. Karma didn't knock. It walked in, did its work, and left quietly. So did I. I don't explain myself anymore. You've changed, Mark said while we walked. I simplified, I replied. That sounds boring, he said. Peace usually does, I answered. He laughed. You're serious now. I always was, I said. I just stopped performing it. Emily asked to meet. I agreed without hesitation. That surprised me. You look calm, she said. I am, I replied. I've been thinking, she began. I know, I said. She stopped. You don't want to hear it? I don't need to, I replied. I'm not angry, she said. I know, I answered. Then why does this feel final, she asked. Because it is, I said. She stared at me. I want forgiveness, she said quietly. Why? I asked. So I can move on, she replied. Then move, I said. She flinched. That's all? She asked. Honesty, I replied. You didn't lose me because you cheated. You lost me because you chose comfort over respect. Her eyes watered. I was scared, she said. So was I replied. I just stayed loyal. She whispered my name. I didn't respond. We could try again, she said. No, I replied. Why not? She asked. Because I forgive you, I said. And forgiveness doesn't mean access. She closed her eyes. You're strong, she said. I'm clear, I replied. I met Mr. Harris later. You didn't take revenge, he said. I didn't need to, I replied. You forgave? He asked. For myself, I said. He nodded. That's power, he said. It feels quiet, I replied. It always is, he said. He challenged me once more. Do you miss her? Sometimes, I admitted. And? He asked. I miss who I was, I replied. Good, he said. You honored him by outgrowing him. I thought about that. It felt right. Sarah noticed the change too. You listen more, she said. I learned how, I replied. From pain? She asked. From choosing myself, I said. She smiled. That suits you, she said. So does peace, I replied. Mark asked, Do you ever want closure? I have it, I said. Without apologies, he asked. Without needing them, I answered. That's dangerous, he joked. That's freedom, I replied. Emily sent one last message. I hope you're happy. I typed, then erased. I didn't owe reassurance. I am, I finally wrote. It was true, not loud happiness, not dramatic healing, just steady ground. I realized power wasn't dominance. It was restraint. It wasn't winning arguments. It was ending them. I didn't need to prove anything. You're different, my reflection said. I'm done bleeding, I replied. Mr. Harris said it best. Growth is the real revenge. I understood now. Revenge keeps you tied to the wound. Growth walks away carrying the lesson. I forgave without forgetting. I remembered without reliving. Emily became a chapter, not the story. Daniel became a lesson, not an enemy. I became something new, not hardened, not bitter, just whole. When I looked at my life, I didn't feel regret. I felt control. Quiet control. The kind that doesn't announce itself. The kind you only notice when nothing can shake it anymore. Power didn't change my voice. It changed my silence. And that silence finally belonged to me. I didn't wake up chasing anything anymore. You look settled, Mark said over coffee. I am, I replied. That's new, he said. So am I answered. He nodded like he understood. Sarah joined us later. "You're quiet today," she said. "I like listening," I replied. "To what?" she asked. "To myself," I said. She smiled. "That means you're done running." "I think so," I replied. "Good," she said. "Running gets lonely." We walked without a plan. "Are you afraid to start something new?" she asked. "No," I said. "I'm just not rushing." "Why?" she asked. "Because peace took work," I replied, "and I won't trade it for excitement." She laughed softly. "That's mature," she said. "That's tired," I corrected. Emily didn't appear again. That felt right. I didn't need a final scene. "Do you ever think about her?" Sarah asked gently. "Sometimes," I said. "With anger?" she asked. "With distance," I replied. "That's healthy," she said. "It feels earned," I answered. I thought about everything I lost. "I lost trust," I said aloud. "I lost time." Sarah listened. "And?" she asked. "I gained clarity," I said. "I gained boundaries." "Those matter," she said. "They saved me," I replied. Mark asked one last question. "Do you feel like you won?" "No," I said. "Then what?" he asked. "I survived," I replied. "That's bigger." He raised his cup. "To survival," he said. I raised mine too. "To not becoming bitter?" I added. Later alone, I spoke to myself. "You broke," I said. "Yes," I answered. "And?" I asked. "I rebuilt," I replied. "Stronger?" I asked. "Smarter," I answered. That felt honest. Sarah stopped before leaving. "This isn't the end," she said. "I know," I replied. "It's a beginning," she said. "One I won't rush," I answered. She nodded. "I'll be here," she said. "That's enough," I replied. I realized betrayal didn't ruin me. It exposed what needed fixing. "You didn't lose love," I told myself. "You lost illusion." That truth felt light. "Illusions are heavy," I said. "They demand silence." I smiled. "I'm done being quiet." I forgave myself last. "You did what you knew," I said. "You stayed because you hoped." Hope wasn't weakness. It was proof I could feel deeply. "Next time," I said, "I'll hope smarter." That felt fair. I didn't need revenge. I didn't need apologies. I needed alignment. My thoughts matched my actions. My silence matched my strength. I didn't become cruel to protect myself. I became clear. As the day ended, I looked ahead instead of back. "Are you scared?" I asked myself. "A little," I answered. "Good," I said. "Fear means you still care." I breathed in slowly. "You're okay," I said. "More than okay." This wasn't a victory anyone clapped for. It was quiet, private, complete. I lost love and found myself. I lost certainty and gained direction. I didn't get justice through punishment. I got it through growth. I walked forward without checking behind me. Closure didn't arrive as an apology or regret. It arrived as peace. And for the first time, that peace stayed.